So today, let's talk about this, the Tecno Camon 40, which has been making waves since its announcements at the MWC 2025. To me, the highlight of this phone is the enhanced AI capabilities and then this new side button here that Tecno calls the One Tap button, which I'll be talking about later in this video. For the price, we have the 8GB 128GB storage variant, which is sold for 275,000 naira, and that is about $175. And then we have the 8GB 256GB, which is sold for 310,000 naira, and that is about $195. It comes in three vibrant colors: the emerald lake green, which is this color I have here. We have the galaxy black, the glacier white, and the emerald glow green. For what you get in the box aside the phone, there is a textured transparent TPU cover, the warranty card, a USB-A to USB-C charging cable, a 45-watt charging brick, and there is also a SIM tray ejector included in the box. When it comes to the design of this phone, I personally love it. I like that it doesn't have that bold ring camera design that they almost choked us with last year. I love the minimal bump and how it's curved and stretched down to the extreme end of the phone, which, by the way, Tecno says the design was inspired by swan's neck. You know, that bird with the curved long neck, which is funny and creative at the same time, how these people come up with these inspirations. I also like the minimalist design of the flashlight. The back of the phone is made of plastic with a smooth matte finish that doesn't retain fingerprints. The phone is slim and slightly thinner than its predecessor, the Camon 30. We have one of the speakers at the bottom here, a Type-C port for charging the phone, a microphone, a hybrid SIM tray which houses either two SIMs at the same time or one SIM and one SD card. At the top here is where we have the second speaker. It's also worth noting that these speakers are Dolby Atmos stereo speakers and they sound pretty loud. On the right side of the phone, we have the usual power and the volume buttons. On the left side of the phone, Tecno introduced a new side button called the One Tap button, which by default is assigned to the new Tecno feature called Flash Snap that basically captures action shots, and instead of the usual camera burst that takes and gives you multiple shots to choose from, the Flash Snap automatically uses what they call advanced AI algorithms to do the selection, and then it gives you the best shots. However, the side button can be reassigned from the settings to perform a different task other than the Flash Snap. To use the side button, just double press to take Flash Snap or do whatever task you have assigned it to do. And also, you can use the side button by lock pressing on it to wake up Tecno's voice assistant, Ella. When it comes to the display of this phone, we have a 6.78-inch AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rates. We get up to 1300 nits peak brightness. The bezels are slim, which adds to the aesthetics of the phone, making it look more appealing and adds to the overall viewing experience. While the display looks like what we had on the Camon 30, the peak brightness got some boosting from 1100 nits to 1300 nits, making it more visible under sunlight. Using the phone, the AMOLED display makes everything look better. As we all know, it offers sharp and more vibrant colors, and the 120Hz refresh rate makes scrolling and navigating through this phone fluid. Now, let's talk about the AI capabilities of this phone because it has quite a lot of them. So, aside from Ella, the AI voice assistant, under Tecno AI, we have Ella Smart Touch that you can use to recognize content on screen like text and also be able to extract them. We have the call assistant, the translation assistant that translates text into 136 languages. It does voice interpretation to up to 44 languages and then photo translation to 51 languages. There is the social assistant, document assistant, the writing assistant. We have the AI notes that convert sketches into beautiful artwork. We have the AI wallpaper generator that lets you create your own wallpaper by simply writing out what you would want to be the details of your image and then turning it to wallpapers. Like, I just typed some things and AI was able to generate this beautiful wallpaper for me. There is also the popular circle to search, where you can just circle an image and it searches Google to give you the details of the image. Also, in your gallery, there is AI Studio, where you can use AI eraser to remove any unwanted objects in your photo, and also use this AI extender where you can extend the frames of a photo using generative algorithms to remake it so the frames are extended by 10 to 40%, so you don't get to lose the quality of a picture when it is zoomed or cropped out, and other AI features. It runs on Android 15, iOS 15, The user interface is friendly, offering customization options and AI-driven features that enhance the overall user experience. The Android 15 has been around since October 2024 with the release of the Google Pixel lineups, and this Camon 40 is my first experience of the new software. It is pretty much like the 14 with some improvements on camera, especially the low light boost. It offers new privacy and security features like the private space where users can hide their apps from the device's launcher, settings and notifications, and some other features. There is no mention anywhere if this phone will be getting any software updates, so you should keep that in mind. And even if it does, I am pretty sure it wouldn't be more than 2 years. The performance of this phone is good, but nothing extraordinary. Even though it uses a new processor from the G99 we had on the Camon 30, this Helio G100 is not so different from the G99. And here is the AnTuTu benchmark scores for both processors. From the scores, you can see that the performance of both processors are almost the same. The Helio G100 only has 2% improvement. It handles simple smartphone tasks and gaming well. You can play your favorite mobile games on it and they will perform well. Although high graphics games like the Call of Duty Mobile will only be played on medium graphics settings. Tecno claims this phone is equipped with an 11-layer heat dissipation stack architecture with 1800 watts thermal conductivity that helps cool the device, especially when playing games. Well, I do not play games apart from when testing them on new devices, so if you're a gamer, this feature might interest you, and when you finally get this phone, do what you know how to do best and let us know if this feature actually works. When it comes to the battery, we have 5200 mAh battery capacity, so you shouldn't have any reason to complain or experience low battery issues at all. It came with a 45-watt fast charger that gives you a full battery charge in about 43 minutes. Durability-wise, it is IP66 water and dust resistant, which is always a plus. It also has the SGS 5-star drop resistance certification and also the TUV SUD certification for lag-free performance for up to 5 years. Which to me is pretty much useless if the phone wouldn't be getting software updates. When it comes to the camera, it has a 50 megapixel main camera sensor featuring an f1.9 aperture and optical image stabilization. It has an 8 megapixel ultra-wide camera for capturing wider scenes, which is ideal for group photos. At the front, we have a 32 megapixel selfie camera, which I believe they intentionally reduced from the 50 megapixel we had on the Camon 30, so they could add it as one of the selling points of the Camon 40 Pro. When it comes to image quality, it delivers accurate target exposure with good details and wide dynamic range. Colors appear vivid yet natural with pleasant skin tones in different conditions. In as much as this camera produces sharp images, however, in low light conditions, there are noticeable noise. In terms of video, it records at up to 2K 30 frames per second. It has video stabilization, but that only works when you are recording at 1080p 30 frames per second. It also has AI autofocus, which is a bit slow in certain situations. So here are my final thoughts. If you are coming from the Camon 30, the biggest upgrades you will notice is the more enhanced AI capabilities of this phone. A better camera with optimized image stabilization, a slightly improved battery with 45-watt fast charging, which by the way are meaningful changes. So if you already have the Camon 30 and not in a hurry to upgrade, you might want to hold out for something better. But for those upgrading from older Tecno devices or looking for a capable budget phone with great cameras and solid performance, the Camon 40 is definitely worth considering. It gives you premium-like features at an affordable price. So, what do you think about this phone? Do you think it is the right upgrade for you? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.